The spotlight is often a cruel mirror.
I know that, like I said, I know I'm not perfect, and I know I'm not getting everything right, but I'm learning.
Isn't it whack though that you gotta learn that in real time? Like you gotta that has to play out in front of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As you learn those growing pains.
I mean, it's just all a part of being in the light.
For Megan Thee Stallion, the world has long held that mirror up, demanding she reflect only what people want to see. The unbothered hot girl.
Thank you. Be careful. I just want to sit there and say the anxiety, that entire album, it really spoke to me 100%. You've been the baddest bitch from day one. You've been real to who you was from day one. And I want to sit there and tell you, you are one of the baddest bitches. Not even disrespectfully, top fucking tier. When I mean you sell out everything you do, I want you to understand that confidence is not your only thing. You have your brains also, and your beauty is just an extra thing. Okay? You guys?
The untouchable superstar.
These niggas can't hold me for long. He can tell how I walk at his prom. He be acting a fool, but I'm calm. Good pussy don't pay for attention. When pussy got bitches try dissing. At your nigga, he know who that bitch is.
The woman who keeps standing, no matter how violently the floor is ripped out from beneath her.
As long as you guys cooperate with us and you guys tell us what happened, we'll go accordingly, okay? But if you guys are not telling us, if you guys are, then I don't think...
I really cannot go to jail.
Okay.
I cannot have that on my image.
Okay. So how did that happen to you?
But the story of Megan, Jovan, Ruth Pete was never a straight line towards success. It was survival unfolding in public. By the age of 25, Megan had already buried both of her parents. Her father, Joseph Pete Jr., died when she was 15, during one of the most formative years of her life. But it was the loss of her mother, Holly Thomas, in 2019 that fundamentally altered the emotional architecture of her world.
I just be taking it day by day, and I'll be like, Lord, thank you for giving me about this bed, because sometimes I'll be want to say, I'm gonna just lay here. I'll lay here for another hour, I ain't going. And then I'll be like, nah, you make it stay. You gotta take care of you. Because who else gonna take care of you? At this point in my life, I really felt like I really realized that my mama was really driving the car for a long time. Like, I didn't even have to think about too many things when my mama was with me.
Holly was not just her mother. She was her blueprint. A former rapper herself, she modeled discipline, ambition, and endurance long before the industry ever knew Megan's name.
How did Meg Thee Stallion start out as a rapper? How did you get into this rap game?
So my mom was a rapper, and like every day after school, and when she would get off work, I would see her in her room writing and stuff, and then she would be like going to the studio, and I'll be in the little waiting room, and I'm pretty sure she thought I was in there doing like little kid stuff, but I'll be like listening at the door like, oh, okay, yeah. And I really thought it was normal. I kind of low-key thought everybody mama was doing that. So
Everybody mama was rapping?
Yeah, I didn't know. So like, I don't know, it was just normal. So I would eventually like start stealing her CDs with like all her instrumentals on there and like start sneaking and writing, and then she'll be like asking like, have you seen my CDs? And I'll be like, no. Like, and then like eventually when I graduated from high school, I was like, I can rap. And she was like, no, you can't. And I was like, yeah, I can. She was like, let me hear you. So I started rapping, and she was like, oh my God, like
you can rap.
Yeah,
You remember the first verse you spit for?
I really don't remember what I was saying, but I remember I rapped over like the I'm Different beat by 2 Chainz.
Okay.
And she was like, oh shit. Like, so then ever since then, like, I don't think she still even took me seriously then. So I started going to the studio on my own. And so when she knew I was at the studio by myself and stuff, she was like, oh, hell no, I'm gonna manage you.
Just as Megan's career exploded into global visibility, that foundation disappeared. What followed was an impossible duality. The world demanded Megan Thee Stallion, the savage persona, the hot girl archetype, the symbol of confidence, sexuality, and control. But behind the performance was a young woman navigating catastrophic grief in real time.
I am going to cancel all of my shows. I'm not having fun right now, and I don't want to do it. And I feel like, how could I be Megan Thee Stallion and I'm not having fun?
She performed 3 weeks after her mother's funeral. She kept the cameras rolling. She kept the brand alive. And perhaps that is the first tragedy of Megan Thee Stallion.
She, left instructions, though, within 5 minutes. So she was just like, just because I'm sick, that don't mean you're not supposed to be going to do your work. You got a show tomorrow. Like, I had a show in California, for the first time, it was at Diesel. It was something big. This was gonna be one of the first biggest performances that I ever had. And she was just like, just because I'm sick, UNT Fairs, y'all don't stop. Y'all need to go to LA and still do your show. And I was like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna be back up here in a little bit. And then it was just over so quick. And I was just like, oh my God, what do I do? She said, don't stop. So then I just took that literally and
The world applauded the performance of strength without ever asking what it was costing her to maintain it. The culture has a specific way of interpreting Black women who refuse to shrink themselves. Confidence becomes arrogance, sexuality becomes moral failure, and visibility becomes permission for public consumption. And grief, especially grief that does not look soft, quiet, or respectable, is rarely recognized as grief at all.
I wouldn't be here without my mom. My mama was like a gangster rapper. I was like, when I get older, I really want to be like her. That's when I really started creating Megan Thee Stallion. I'm a savage. That was when I was my happiest. And then my mama, she just passed. And I'm like, I'm in shambles. I think I really forgot who I was. And when life started getting crazy, I didn't have her.
When she partied, she was labeled reckless.
There was a point in my life where I was so low and I was so sad and I was drinking like a motherfucker. I was turning up. I was doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. I was definitely outside. That was my business. I was outside before I had a relationship. When I got in my relationship after I got shot and everything, I think I was still going off adrenaline. I wasn't grieving my parents. I wasn't doing... I had never really reacted to all the bad shit that had happened to me.
When Megan drank, the internet called her unstable.
So when I got in my relationship and I finally just sat down with one person, I felt like, okay, now I could just be as depressed as I want to be. I want to be sad. I want to cry. I want to fucking tell you everything. I want to tell you my whole life story. And that was my friends at the time, too. Everybody around me at that time saw how hard I was going. They saw how sad I was. They saw how much I drank. Nobody in my life at that time was like, Megan, let's not go out tonight. Megan, let's not turn up tonight. Megan, you don't got to do that. Everybody was down with the motherfucking shenanigans. I'll be crying before I walk in a party and bitches will be like, come on, bitch, let's go. You know, I'm crying with my nigga. Why you always crying? You know what I'm saying? People saw me be low as fuck.
When she saw intimacy, people reduced her to a caricature.
Now, if I get to talking, y'all gonna call me every self-hating Black man there is in the world. So this is only aimed at people who can have a conversation. If you get easy offended or triggered, baby, keep scrolling, because this is not for you. Okay, are they gone? Okay, cool. So the girl lied on that Gayle King interview about sleeping with Tory. And the reason why someone's be on that girl neck, we knew she slept with Tory. That's not a question. And I know some of you are going to be like, who cares? It's not a big deal. It is a big deal. This is an interview she did not have to do. This is an interview that they set up with Gayle King, a reporter who's trying to get down to the story and is going to do her job of asking questions. This is an interview that she went out her way to do. So you have to be prepared, but that question wasn't part of the script. They threw her off, but she lied because at that time, it was not going to fit that girl's girl narrative of her sleeping with her best friend's man. Now, does that neglect to what Tory Lanez did in the actual shooting? No. If you could lie so quick, so effortlessly about something that we already knew, and then go on to say, I was drunk, it goes to show what her whole brand and her whole supporters represent. Lies, sympathy, excuses, and a lack of accountability.
But behaviors interpreted as chaotic in Megan were often the same behaviors celebrated in artists the public found easier to humanize. Because when Black women are suffering publicly, the culture often demands performance before compassion.
Do you feel like Black women is the most disrespected women in America?
Yes, I feel like, but like I was saying earlier, we are expected to be so strong and so motherfucking tough all the time. I feel like people dehumanize us sometimes, and like we just don't have the same empathy from people as they give other women.
Megan's outside persona became both shield and prison. The louder the image became, the less room people allowed for the human being underneath it.
I really had like a real breakdown. I think Megan Thee Stallion is trying to protect Megan P. And it's time for that part in the movie where I'll get up off my ass and I'll do something about it.
Then came the moment that permanently changed the trajectory of her public life. The shooting, the trial, and the spectacle. What should have remained a deeply traumatic personal experience became mass entertainment disguised as discourse.
I'm not gonna let y'all keep playing in my face. And I'm not gonna let this nigga keep playing in my face either. So, since y'all hoes so worried about it, yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit. Stop lying. Why lie? I don't understand. I tried to keep the situation off the internet, but you dragging it. You really fucking dragging it. Motherfuckers talking about I hit this nigga. I never hit you. Motherfuckers was like, oh, she mad because he was trying to fuck with Kylie. No, I wasn't. Like, you dry shot me. Like, everybody in the car, it's only 4 motherfuckers in the car. Me, you, my homegirl, and your security. Everybody in the car arguing. I'm in the front seat. This nigga in the back seat. I get out the car. I'm done arguing. I don't want to argue no more. I get out. I'm walking away. This nigga from out the back seat of the car started shooting me. You shot me. I ain't get cut by no glass, but let me tell you why they saying that. When the police, because the people in the neighborhood, there's a witness. When the police came, because the neighbors called the police, this did not happen at Kylie's house. This happened damn near back at the house I was staying at. I was just trying to get home. We was 5 minutes away from my spot. The police come. I'm scared. All this shit going on with the police is shooting motherfuckers for anything. The police was literally killing black people for no motherfucking reason. Soon as the police tell us all get out the motherfucking car, the police is really aggressive. You think I'm about to tell the police that we niggas, us black people, got a gun in the car? You want me to tell the laws that we got a gun in the car so they can shoot all of us up? Nigga, I'm scared. It's a fucking helicopter over us and some more shit. Why the fuck would I tell the laws somebody got a gun in this car and this nigga shot me? So I can get shot, you can get shot, she can get shot, he can get shot. I ain't tell the police what happened immediately right then because I didn't want to die. I don't want the police to shoot me because it's a nigga with a gun in the car. I'm leaking, I'm bleeding. Motherfucker, somebody, I'm lying, bitch. Did I pay a helicopter to come over me and record my feet leaking blood? No. How the fuck I'ma fake that? I didn't tell the police nothing because I didn't want us to get in no more trouble than what we was already about to get in. The fuck? I get to the motherfucking hospital, the police bitch being so rude to me. Well, what's going on? Like, da-da-da-da, you're being detained, da-da-da. Ma'am, I'm being detained, I'm leaking. But I'm still not saying what happened. Shit crazy. The motherfucking doctor, the police finally let me go. I ain't go to jail. Them 3 motherfuckers went to jail. I get to the hospital, the doctors do x-rays on my feet. Oh, ma'am, you got bullets in your feet, got bullet fragments in your other foot. I'm thinking the doctors is the police, so I'm still trying not to tell them, like, nah, I didn't know I got shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared. Like, I've never been shot before.
The internet did not simply witness Megan's pain, it converted it into content. Think pieces, memes, conspiracy theories, reaction videos, fan wars. The trauma became participatory media, and throughout it all, Megan remained the primary object of scrutiny. Her testimony, her body language, her friendships, her relationships, even the way she grieved, all of it was dissected with a level of suspicion that revealed something much larger than celebrity gossip. The public seemed less interested in whether she was hurt and more interested in whether she could convincingly perform hurt in a way people found acceptable. And even after the verdict, the cycle did not end.
I'm trying to move on from being shot the best I can. I still wake up in the middle of the night crying. People, especially people that I used to be cool with, they know how bad social media affect me. Everybody in my life knew how bad social media would make me cry. Like, I would get online and see people say some terrible shit, and I'd be like, oh my God, everybody hates me, it's over. So the people who attack me that I used to be cool with, they know exactly where to hit me, where it hurt, because they think that I'm still on that type time, like social media gonna hurt my feelings. Motherfuckers is getting denied every time they try to set a motion for a new trial. So they trying to pull shit out the air like, okay, let's do this now. I'm not about to keep going with y'all. Y'all defending somebody who didn't even take the stand and defend themselves. Y'all going back and forth about facts. Y'all could go read real shit. Like, y'all literally believe anything if it's bold and in all caps. Like, go read something that's gonna take you a minute to sit down and have a good read. Like, go read something that's gonna make you have to do some critical thinking. Not a thing that is curated by bots and blogs that hate me. Like, y'all need to sit down and have a good read. Like, imagine somebody saying that they did not commit a crime and not defending themselves to the T. Imagine y'all saying somebody is following the street code, not snitching. Are you snitching or are you not snitching? Because y'all trying to pretend like Kelsey shot me. Kelsey didn't motherfucking shoot me. And I really wonder why her main problem with me was, you won't tell people I didn't shoot you. I was like, Kelsey, I don't want to talk about this on social media at all. But now you won't even get online and defend yourself. So that really just proves my points. Either you took some money or your life is in danger. Like, why won't you get online and say, bitch, because this is what y'all care about. Y'all care about online because the case already won in court. But y'all care about online. Why would y'all motherfuckers not get up there and say, if you say you didn't shoot me, why won't you get on the stand and say I didn't shoot this bitch? You say it online every day. You figure out how to get your niggas to say you didn't do it. You figure out how to say you didn't do it. But the one motherfucker it would have mattered from was you. You should have said, I didn't do it. Kelsey did it. If she did it, why wouldn't you just say she did it? Kelsey, if you did not do it, why won't you just say, I did not do it? I know who shot me. I said who shot me, and that's why the fuck you in jail. Y'all motherfuckers are dragging it online like it's some new evidence. There's no new evidence. Motherfucking witnesses went missing. Why? I wonder why the witnesses went missing. Did y'all pay them? Why y'all showing up now? Why y'all showing up? It's about to be 2024. Y'all still fucking with me. Y'all still fucking with me. Why? Because y'all see me moving on and doing better. Y'all see me trying to heal and trying to grow. But y'all keep trying to bring me back this way when I'm trying to go this way. So I hope that this really gives y'all some insight to go and have a good read. Don't read the big bold letters. Don't read them. Read it. Read the article. Read a real article. Read something from a real journalist.
Her recent split from Klay Thompson became another reminder that the public is often more comfortable consuming Megan's pain than protecting her humanity. What should have been an ordinary heartbreak became another internet event. Another opportunity for ridicule, speculation, and commentary masquerading as concern. The speed at which admiration turns into mockery around Megan reveals a disturbing truth. People love the symbol of the strong black woman far more than they love actual black women navigating pain in real time.
I feel like it's just recently that it's clicking to me, like, who can I ask anything to? Like, first of all, because I still don't want to put people in my business. Like, when I'm going through something personal, I'm like, I just gotta pray, because I don't even know who I could ask. Like, who can I ask about this situation? Like, and who do I trust?
You'll wake up mornings and it'll hit you. You'll be like, yo, I don't have parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really me.
So when we ask, is it Megan or is it black women we don't like, we are forced to confront something much more uncomfortable than celebrity culture. Because Megan Thee Stallion is not just experiencing fame, she is experiencing hypervisibility inside a society that adultifies black women, denies them softness, and then punishes them when survival leaves visible scars.
We have to handle everything so gracefully. Like, when we're going through something, we're not allowed to be loud.
Right.
We're not allowed to be sad. We're not allowed to, like, lash out. Like, we're supposed to take everything you throwing at us and handle it like Michelle Obama at all times, bitch.
Yeah, like, bitch, sometimes I'm gonna get on here and say how the fuck I feel. I can't be strong all the time. And I feel like, you know, us just being humans at the end of the day, we need an outlet.
Right.
And I feel like sometimes, like, when I'm going through shit, I just be wanting to tweet. Like, I just be wanting to lash out. and I be expecting to a person to just be like, I'm going through the same shit. Instead, they be like, this bitch looking for attention. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Like, bitch, I can't be hurt today. Like you.
She has spent much of her public life being expected to perform resilience while being denied the room to be fragile. And every time she survives publicly, the survival itself becomes part of the expectation. And that is the trap, because eventually, resilience stops being seen as humanity and starts being treated like obligation. The stronger she appears, the less permission she is given to break. And maybe that is why this story resonates so deeply, because behind the music, the memes, the discourse, and the spectacle, we are watching something painfully human unfold. A woman trying to survive grief while the world turns her coping mechanisms into public property.
All the things you've achieved in the past couple of years, all the awards and performing at the Oscars. It's like milestone after milestone. And then it blows my mind to hear her on the album say that she still feels like she's not doing enough. That's crazy. On top of dealing with all of this, the amount that you've been working yourself to still feel like you're not working enough.
When I would do something good, my mama could say, good job. That was good. You know, we did that. I feel like by now I would have been able to like get my together when I talk about my mama, but every time I talk about my mama, I cannot hold it together.
But again, I don't know why that's something that you think you should be able to do. Yeah. It's your mom.
But I know my mama, and she'll be like, girl, get your shit together. You're tweaking. And she was just so cool, and I just trusted her so much, and her opinion just meant so much to me. And I just feel like when she would say I did a good job, it would feel like, okay, I did that. Like, I did a good job. But now when I do, it's like, okay, like, what's next? Because I don't know if I'm doing that good of a job.
We're not your mom, and it's not going to mean the same, but
I think you're doing a great job.
You're doing an excellent job, Megan.
I'm trying.
The spotlight was never just exposing Megan. It was reflecting us. And with that being said, I ain't got no more.
Feel like you're sad, you start using like a lot of self-hate language, and you start feeling like it's me, I'm the problem, nobody cares, nobody likes me anyway. Like you just start feeling like it's all you and there's nothing that can be done about it. And you don't want to burden anybody else with your problems. But I had to learn that it's not that you're a burden. Like if you need to ask for help, that's just genuinely what you need to do, and the people around you need to make you feel validated in how you feel. One of the resources that you could use is 988, and it's like professionals that you could talk to. And then there's another one called Teen Line, and I didn't know about this, but it's teens that are volunteering their time to talk to other teens. Like it's people who know exactly what you're going through. It took me a long time to be comfortable talking about my mental health, because another thing in the Black and brown community is don't get nowhere telling your business. My grandma used to tell me not to tell people her business, so that's how I grew up. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, I can't talk to no stranger and tell them my business. I feel like we need more Black and brown advocates for mental health. Now I feel like I can relate to you, and it makes my wall come down even more. And now I'm more able to receive the help that you're giving me. I'm able to receive the words that you're saying. You're making me feel feelings that I don't think, somebody who is not like me would make me feel. Asking for help doesn't make me weak. Asking for help actually built my strength. Asking for help or going to get the help gave me the tools to be stronger. So I just definitely want to talk to the hotties and let them know it's okay to ask for help. Check up on your friends. Like, check up on your family. You don't know what's going on. Like, so you should ask rather than just assuming, oh, you're busy or you don't want to hang out. Maybe you're acting different because you're feeling away. And is it something I can help with?